The presentation training program that we have crafted for participants focuses on helping the participants derive contextual relevant information from the hordes of data that they have and eventually being able to represent it accurately. The complete training program is actually built to allow participants to connect with the user so that the user can in turn connect with the audience. So it's really all about using different medium of representation to present a story of some really boring data at points of time. Now this training program actually has 3 modules. So we have narrative writing, art of storytelling and designing. Narrative module, the narrative writing module is fairly simple. It really helps the participants build need statements. Now it is important for them to look at the data, look at the research information and know, okay, what is the need? What purpose am I going to solve using this information? Now this is done using variety of frameworks, tools and techniques that we have actually extracted from different principles like design thinking and design sprint, and it just allows them to get onto a paper and convert their research information into various segments from a user story or a work story or a what-why format. In this, at the end of this module, they will learn how to create boilerplates for themselves, which they can continuously refer to in future. And they can also, they will also learn how to create need statements, which either they go and discuss and get approvals for before they can start writing or creating, or they can just use that as a base for the second part of the module, which is art of storytelling. Now the art of storytelling is really not storytelling for the sake of stories, but it is storytelling for influence. So here, the complete method actually helps the participant travel the journey of a user of that content, understand, what is it, empathize with the user in terms of what is it that he or she wants to accomplish when he's presenting this data to the audience, and then start developing the blueprint and developing, the theme, the thematics for that story, and eventually writing down the flow. In this module, at the end of this module, they'll actually have a good flow of content in a logical format, storytelling format, which eventually is as complete as it can be. This leads us to our third module, which is actually designing. Designing is really about the medium of representation of everything that he or she may have done as on date. So you're talking about representing data, representing charts, representing statistics, representing a use case, or representing just a business model. So which is the best medium? What are the different tools that they can have in their kitty, which they can keep going back to create those outputs? It's really not about learning the basics of MS Office, but about understanding which is a better tool, which is a better MS Office software that I should be using, or which is an online application that I can go back to and use to create what I need. They will also learn how to create templates and keep that they can keep going back to in future and use it across different modes. So between these 3 modules, the participants would have actually traveled the complete journey of building need statements and creating boilerplates, to converting it into stories, and eventually the medium for finally representing it as an output.